For more on this, let's bring in Morningstar senior equity analyst David Whiston, talk more about the quarter, David, and these average selling prices here, well above industry average. I mean, where is elasticity for the consumer at GM?
Well, it's sort of a, I hate to use the word stereotype, but it's kind of thought that Americans love their big trucks, their big vehicles, and it's very true. Light trucks for the industry, whether it's pickups, crossovers, SUVs, minivans, they're nearly 70% of sales every month. And GM's product cycle is really well timed now. They've got the launch cost of the full-size, new generation full-size pickup truck done. That truck just launched in August. And then you can use that same platform for the highly lucrative full-size SUVs like a Cadillac Escalade, Chevy Tahoe. So there's, for now at least, there's quite a bit of pricing power. Interest rates really aren't hurting demand yet.
David, China seems to be an emerging sore spot for the automakers more globally. Why has GM been able to sort of withstand that better than others?
Yeah, I think that's a really important point because GM's guiding for full-year equity income from China of about $2 billion. They're able to avoid the headwinds despite the large volume declines in China, really because of mix and pricing. In particular, Cadillac. Cadillac is doing extremely well in China. I don't think they get enough credit for that. And to your question, GM really doesn't get enough credit for the fact that they were them and Volkswagen were really the first two Western automakers to go into China, and they're really seeing the upside to that now.
David, are you anywhere near declaring peak material cost inflation?
I think you have to ask the president that question, the way he talks about steel and aluminum tariffs. I'm really hoping that this year is the worst of the headwinds, and then by about middle of next year, you lap those tough comps, and hopefully it'll at least be flat, but you just never know with the way things are. I think eventually we get to a more peaceful resolution. It may not happen in 2019, though, and then at that point, the auto industry does better. But I'm not too worried about that now. They seem to be doing a good job cutting costs, and then you've got that nice product cadence to generate cash flow. The results today were all earnings. There's no gimmicks in those numbers.
David, to what degree does GM's technology approach get any credit for this? I mean, the car makers talk a lot about the importance of that to the consumer experience and the buying experience and demand. Did that play a role here?
Things like OnStar and all the work they're doing in AVs are, I don't want to say, telematics is somewhat unique to GM. OnStar's been around a long time, but all their work in AVs and EVs, I don't think they get enough recognition for it yet either. It's over time, it's going to be several $100 million in incremental profit, and then what you can do once we have an AV society, or at least a partial AV society, it's really exciting. I mean, the one example they've already talked about or two examples is their marketplace initiative, but also the partnership they have with Amazon, where you can get a package delivered into your vehicle without you being present.
Yeah, it's world's changing quickly.